Chevrolet also puts a lot of stock in appearances. GEO's Corolla-based Prizm is quite different looking from the boxy Chevy Nova that preceded it. That's especially true of our Prizm LSI hatchback test car. While its notchback sibling exhibits rather conventional sedan lines, the hatchback sports a large, sweeping greenhouse. While distinctive, the bulging tail does not quite mate with the Prizm's more conventional front end, giving the styling a bit of an unbalanced look. The large glass area does, however, offer excellent visibility. It also holds out the promise of a large, airy cabin. And it delivers, almost. Our staff found interior room to be plentiful, both front and rear, with one glaring exception. The hatchback roofline cuts rear headroom, so there's less here than in a four-door Prizm. The result is that average height adults will be cramped. Fortunately, the styling does good things for cargo room. The Prizm's trunk is surprisingly large for such a small car. It will swallow a full load of luggage with ease, and the low liftover makes for easy loading. Hauling it all along is a 1.6-liter fuel-injected 16-valve double overhead cam four-cylinder. This fairly sophisticated little Toyota power plant delivers 102 horsepower and 101 pound-feet of torque. That's a healthy jump in power over the Nova's 74 horsepower, but it's necessary since the Prizm is over 100 pounds heavier than its predecessor. Heavier or not, it still sprints from 0 to 60 in 9.4 seconds, thanks to the engine's healthy bottom-end thump. The quarter-mile ends in a short 17 seconds at 81 miles per hour. The engine's smooth, flat power delivery is well suited for fast runs down the track, but the rest of the drivetrain holds it back a little. The driver must deal with a mushy clutch and a light but somewhat vague 5-speed manual shifter. It's also connected to a gearbox with ratios that don't match the engine's power curve. This means an awful lot of 2-3-4 shift work is necessary to keep the Prizm moving at a consistent pace, especially in city traffic or on twisty roads. The lack of a tachometer on any Prizm trim grade adds to a driver's shifting difficulties, though the rest of the gauges are large and easy to read. Back on the track, the Prizm proved to be quite a handful in our slalom test. There's a lot of front plow as you enter the corner, but all feels secure. Then the tail breaks loose soon after the first tire squeal, leaving you cranking hard on the wheel to maintain direction. A bit more steering feel would take some of the adrenaline out of maneuvers like this and make it easier to keep the tail planted. Braking fares a bit better. Stops are long at 146 feet, and the soft pedal is hard to modulate, making lockup a constant problem. Stability, however, is excellent and fade non-existent. Out on the highway, the Prizm drifts a bit in crosswinds but offers a better ride than many econo sedan competitors. EPA fuel mileage ratings are 27 city, 33 highway. Our mixed test loop returned a fine 29 miles per gallon. Inside the Prizm, the LSI trim offers a surprisingly plush atmosphere for an economy car cabin. Sound insulation is also up to par, as our 69 decibel interior sound level shows. Despite sparse instrumentation, the dash is clean and well equipped. The cloth-covered bucket seats are quite comfortable. Some of our staff members wished for more thigh support, but everyone liked the plentiful back support and large side bolsters. The seats are altogether better than the last Corolla we tested. Heat and ventilation controls are well organized for easy use, as is the optional cassette stereo. It's located high enough in the dash that the shifter's position doesn't get in the way. Price-wise, the Prizm is in line with most econo sedan competitors. Base price is $9,660 for the basic notchback. Add another $300 if you want a hatchback like our test car. Fully loaded, our test car came to $12,591. A comparably equipped Honda Civic LX sedan will cost you a few dollars less. It's not as quick as the Prizm, but its well-balanced drivetrain and suspension make it a more enjoyable car to drive. It offers similar luggage space, but lacks the Prizm's hatchback versatility. The closely related Toyota Corolla sedan will cost you about the same as a Prizm, but you'll have to order the top model to get the Prizm standard fuel injection. And while the Corolla comes as a wagon, we think the Prizm hatchback is a more versatile model for a one-car family. It's that versatility that leads our list of hits. That means the more than ample cargo space. We also like the comfortable, well-trimmed interior, healthy 16-valve fuel-injected engine, and fine highway ride. We're not happy, however, with the widely spaced gear ratios, uneven handling, cramped rear headroom, and lack of a tachometer. On our safety check, the Prizm passes with rear shoulder belts, but it lacks front passive restraints and, like all economy cars, anti-lock brakes. The GEO Prizm is definitely a good idea with component execution that ranges from very good to just okay. Yet the new GEO brand name does bring home the point that the Prizm is not just another Chevy economy car. No matter what the weak points, both the name and the car are more modern than any Nova. In fact, the GEO Prizm LSI is the best and most versatile economy model that Chevrolet dealers have ever offered.